I think the frustration going into Thursday night's game against Ludogorets, and what I think we're all fairly comfortable seeing as a dead rubber in the Europa League. The fans aren't going to get to see them. Obviously, the UEFA rules mean you can't wrestle these guys even though they've signed. So what sort of team do you think Danny Rowe's going to put out? I mean, obviously it was a second string, as we said, against Annan. Given how big the game against Dundee is coming up, the fact that Celtic are playing Hearts, the fact that Hearts have got a couple of injuries now, so it is crucial that Rangers can take advantage of any if any slip-ups come. Obviously what the two rivals are heading off, there's going to be something's got to give there. Do you expect them to go strong against Ludogorets? Because there is still a requirement for UEFA points just to make sure that this, if they get to win the league, then there's that automatic Champions League slot that's not quite been nailed down yet. I mean, how do you expect it to go into the team selection?
It's difficult. It's a difficult one, Andy. You're right. I mean, he is going to need to try and find a balance, but especially with the Dundee game so soon after, and that's really important. But I think my gut feeling is that after leaving so many players out Annan, the majority of the first teamers have had a fairly lengthy break now. No, they've had a rest, been able to miss that game. I think Danny Rowe will just want to get the momentum, keep the momentum going now, and that's why I think he'll play maybe not his strongest team against Ludogorets, but a very strong team close to his first 11. And I would expect most of them to play again against Dundee, because at least after the Dundee game, I think it's obviously Porto away next, which is another dead rubber. And of course, you don't want to go over to Porto and get a doing. But if you had to leave guys out of that game, then he could, because he'll then obviously have another important league game. I think it's Hibs away after Porto, and you would want to be at full strength for that. So no, I think these two games, he'll go pretty strong. I mean, if players are carrying any wee niggles or knocks, no, he wouldn't risk them. But I think he'll just want to keep it going now, get back on that kind of roll again, pardon the pun. And look, obviously Ludogorets a decent side. It's a European game. No, you don't want to get embarrassed. Rangers have been obviously poor in the Europa League this season. No, there's still points to play for, as you say, those coefficient points. And because there is a kind of feel-good factor amongst the fans now, he'll just want a good performance and a victory just to keep it rolling into Sunday to the Dundee game. Don't doubt there'll be one or two changes, but I think it'll be a real strong 11 again, and he'll just want to get it going again.
I suppose just from Danny Rowe's point of view, I mean, the one thing he's not achieved yet in his short time here as a result in Europe, and obviously stepped into a very difficult situation, and things already looked sort of ominous when he came in. I think they played 3 games. His first game was Brann was the fourth game, I think, in the group, the fourth or fifth game, I think. And it already looked like it was an uphill struggle to qualify. But you don't want to be, having this sort of thing hanging over you that you've had 5-6 games in Europe and not managed to win a game. And do you think that will play into his mind?
Possibly. Look, he'll be desperate to get one in Europe. No, he'll be disappointed because before the Celtic game, people were obviously there's a wee bit of kind of criticism there about hadn't won a proper game. Aye, so I mean he's kind of put that to bed. I think winning at Parkhead, and then even the Aberdeen game away from home, which was it's always a tricky game. So will it be in his mind? I'm not so sure. As I said, I just think that the main thing for him will be using this game as real good preparation, for the Dundee game, which he'll know is the real important one. Getting players back up to speed, getting them into that rhythm again. Of course, he'll want to win, want a big, a good performance. Not sure what the crowd will be like, because it is a kind of a dead rubber. So he'll not want it going too flat. No, he'll not want the performance to be flat. If the atmosphere's flat, he'll want the players to be at it. So no, I think that is me concern. A good performance, keep the kind of feel good factor going, and just take it into Sunday against Dundee.